Sunrise was a bust, but breakfast wasn't. Dermot treated me to a fantastic fry, and rather than going back to sleep, I decided I wanted to go do something. When I was planning my trip to the stunning headland in West Cork, I had an idyllic or romantic view of cycling around these old country roads with incredible vistas overlooking the wild Atlantic Way. My previous day here was out of this world beautiful, and I wasn't going to miss out on this opportunity. So, out with the bike and a quick spin before we head off and onwards to our next location. It's day 2 now in West Cork, and I've come down to a place called Mizen Head, which is the most southerly point in Ireland. We were at Three Castle Head last night, and as you can see behind me here, you know, I kind of alluded to in the end of the last episode we were going to stay there, we were going to do Astro, but unfortunately these clouds came in and they stayed in. So this morning, even for sunrise, there was nothing to photograph because it was just pure blanket grey. However, where we are now at the moment is on Mizen Head, like I said, and you've got Mizen Head signal tower, and you've got this beautiful bridge as well that they've built to enable you then to be able to walk out onto the island that the signal station is on. So you can't get there because it's still closed because of COVID-19, but because I have the drone, I'm going to use the drone today. I'm going to get my photographs from sea, looking back at this bridge, looking at the signal tower, and then I'm going to go a small bit further out as well and play around with a couple of things. I'm going to try and get a photograph looking back in, so we're outside the furthest part of Ireland, looking back in at Ireland, and I'm going to try and do that with a Vertorama. So I've made a video on this before on what the DJI Mavics can do, but if you haven't seen that, I'll link to that here. But it's going to be a vertical shot, so from here right down to here, it takes 3 photographs and then it stitches them together automatically. But I think it will be a beautiful photograph. Conditions are perfect here today. There's very, very little wind. Okay, I would have liked a bit of harsher light, a bit of light up the headland, but flat light is okay as well to be able to photograph. So I'm going to crack on here, get the drone in the air, and yeah, we'll see then what sort of footage and what sort of images I can get from there, and then I'll come back in after that because there's also something else that I want to take a photograph of, and it's called the Teardrop of Ireland. So we'll see what that is when I come back. So Fastnet Rock is known as Ireland's teardrop, and the reason for that is because it's the last point, or the last bit of land that people have seen when they left Ireland to head across the Atlantic. It lies around 13 kilometres off the coast of where we are right now, and even with the 600mm lens, I'm finding it extremely hard to be able to, number one, fill the frame because I can't get close enough to it, but also to be able to cut through the haze that we can see in the distance. Even when I showed there on the video camera, you could barely make it out because of the amount of haze that's around. But I have the camera now set at 600mm, and my settings as well now at the moment, I'm at f6.3, and I'm taking 1/1000th of a shutter speed, because even with this lens, and it's on a solid tripod, the slightest bit of movement you will get blur, and because it's so far away from here, it's obviously extenuated as well. So, you know, I think it will be a nice shot. It will be nice to have it in better light, of course, but it is something as well that you can get boat trips out there. It's something I've wanted to do for a number of years. Now, I might try and get it, not this year obviously because of the whole COVID thing, but possibly in 2021, so we can get out onto, not actually onto it, but go out on a boat close enough to it to get some fantastic photographs, because it's a really, really beautiful lighthouse, and it's positioned on a solitary rock as well that you can see out here on the horizon. So I'm going to take this final shot anyway here of this, and then I'm going to just go along the coast here for a moment on some of the rocks. I want to see if I can get a photograph there of some of the headland with the camera, because I've obviously gotten the drone footage earlier, which you would have saw, and I think it was pretty nice actually, but I'll try and get a couple of photographs anyway here, and yeah, we'll see how we go. Come along now the walkway, and we're out almost at the most southerly point on the end of this here, which is the signal station. And there's that bridge that I would have shown the footage in the drone earlier on that we're now above. And taking a couple of shots here as well, you know, I think it would be beautiful in, number one, better light, but if there was stormy conditions as well, I think it would be absolutely insane to be here, because you'd get some great movement of the waves coming in here, crashing against the rocks below, and then with this bridge below me as well. I think, you know, I think it would be a very, very nice shot. I'm shooting handheld at the moment, and I'm shooting at f8, and to take that shot then, you know, it's quite straightforward because we've no major highlights to be able to deal with. It's quite flat light, but it's certainly very, very nice. I'm going to try and see if I can just go over to this side of me here and see if I can get a shot with some foreground interest on that bridge. And yeah, I'll show you this one now, and we'll move on and see how else we get on from there. On the way back out from Mizen Head, you pass a place called Ballydehob, and you can see it here behind me. It's a stunning place when you get the right light, because you've got some golden sand, some turquoise blue water, and it doesn't even look like it's something that comes from Ireland. So I sent the drone up again, got some drone footage, took a couple of photographs as well, which I'll show you in a moment. But I'm really happy to get to Mizen. Hope you've enjoyed coming along with me. I'm going to sign out now in this episode of my vlog. Thank you very much for watching. If it's your first time on the channel, hit that subscribe button, and until the next time, Slán go fóill. My brief visit to West Cork was over, and I do hope that you enjoyed coming with us on this adventure. If you're ever visiting Ireland, don't leave West Cork off your list.